The Thompson family had finally found their dream home in the picturesque town of Eldridge. Nestled on the edge of a forest, the old Victorian house exuded charm. The family was ecstatic to move in, unaware of the dark secret it harbored. As they unpacked, strange things began to happen: flickering lights, creaking floors, and whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. The youngest daughter, Lily, claimed to see a shadowy figure in her room. Her parents dismissed it as an overactive imagination. One night, John Thompson, the father, was woken by a chilling presence. In the dim light of the moon, he saw a figure standing at the foot of his bed, a ghostly woman with hollow eyes. She vanished before he could scream, leaving him shaken. Determined to uncover the house's history, John visited the local library. After hours of searching, he discovered an old newspaper article about the house. It detailed a gruesome past. Decades ago, a woman named Clara had been brutally murdered in the very room John now slept in. The article mentioned a man named Edward, who had been a suspect but vanished before his trial. The more John read, the more he realized that Edward's description was eerily similar to his own. Panic set in as he pieced together that Clara had been Edward's wife. He was shocked to find out that the house had been abandoned for years after the murder. But the eerie events had stopped once Edward disappeared. The implication was horrifying. Clara's ghost was still bound to the house, seeking revenge on the man who had wronged her. That night, the Thompsons heard an unbearable noise: screaming, crying, and the sound of something heavy being dragged across the floor. John, now terrified, confronted the ghost in the master bedroom. The apparition of Clara appeared, but this time, her eyes were filled with a knowing, malevolent glint. As John tried to reason with her, Clara's ghost revealed the shocking truth. Edward had never disappeared. He had returned, unrecognized, and lived a hidden life under a new identity. The ghost's vengeance was not just for herself, but to ensure that Edward's life was forever tainted by the sins of his past. The next morning, John was found dead in the bedroom, his face frozen in an expression of terror. The Thompsons' belongings were left behind, and the house fell silent once more. The locals spoke in hushed tones about the house's curse and the new family who paid the ultimate price for living in a home haunted by sins long past. In the end, it wasn't the house that was cursed. It was John's own dark past that had come back to claim him. The Victorian house, now shrouded in even more mystery, awaited its next inhabitants, always ready to unveil its chilling secrets. Don't forget to subscribe for more.